I'm back. Looks like the internet connection has improved. Also, the food is still a old food giblet. Oh, we're back. We're back. Oh, thank you, Rat Cat. Seems like it's a little bit more over time now, which is good. I'm alive. I am alive. All right, let's bring in Azalea here. Blech. She exists. I am returned. It's just go for Unity right now, and almost any other comments about Unity right now. So they really kicked the hive here. Kicked the hive mind. Ooh, I want to see the Unity stock price. Dun, 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 dun. I wouldn't say that that's a huge dip, but you can certainly see when the news arrived. Unity is such an awesome piece of software, and those licenses amazing. Vomits a bit inside mouth. I'm not going to say anything bad, so the stream won't lag. And Unity be a good boy. I don't care. Fuck you, Unity. Loading, loading, loading. Bum, bum. There's so many hot takes on Twitter. It's hard not to just repeat them all. Ugh. Does it have a VR chat avatar descriptor now? It does. Something was broken in the previous project. Annoying. Which means I kind of soft locked all my stuff there. Okay, and what's nuts about this is almost every indie studio is putting out announcements like, "Hey, we're not sure if we can continue working in Unity." Like, anyway, okay, I will stop talking about this now, but it is blowing my mind. And also, I got my VR chat account named, so it's actually better now, which is awesome. Oh, this looks so much better. So much better. Well, that's super interesting, Sam. Have a good stream. I'm going to get my work started and lurk, but I'll good talk to you. Same to you, Radcat. Enjoy your day. Thank you for coming by, and good luck with your work. Okay, so next what we need to do is figure out why these materials are busted, and that's probably because I don't have the Wyoming shaders installed. Would be my guess. This version should be fine. There's blood on the wall, ceiling, chaos cities, burning plants, exploding. It's beautiful, Sam. Right now on r/Unity. It's glorious. Good old fashioned anti piracy template got me giggling in R Unity. You wouldn't download a Unity game. uh, but what I'm really impressed by is the amount of people who are developing for Unity, not just like developers or studios, but like people who make assets for Unity and things like that. They're all talking about moving to Godot and Unreal. start to come back from a statement like this, and even if you do, what are you going to say? We pinky promise not to execute the same move in 12 months. Yeah. We promise that we will find a different way to fuck you over. Since we failed in this battle, you have our assurance that in 12 months we're going to do some other completely balls to the wall bullshit. You have our guarantee that we suck ass. Oh yeah, yeah. So fucking silly. And there are multiple companies already discussing lawsuits. Anyway, I already said that earlier, but I keep seeing that pop up. They're taking advice from the Wizards of the Coast. Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah, wait, I found a picture of the advisor. I found a picture of a guy who's making these decisions. Here, I found he's right here. Fucking wool. So silly. Oh, still dropping frames? What the fuck? I'm interested in non games, to be fair. As in, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. As in the technology and how it relates to not games. And then we want the face tracking installed now. Because there's corporate software using Unity. Corporation not always happy when your license comes with a nice side dish of phone home spyware. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I got to look into Godot now. If we were talking about if VR chat moved over to Unreal, it's much more likely that they'd switch over to Godot because it's C#. Uh, there'd be a little bit less retraining there, and there's some good resources for it as well. Did I install that package? Yes. Okay, so this is a prefab with face tracking. How's Uni going to track who downloads games for their product anyhow? Wouldn't that involve minor malware or agreements? I'm back. I'm back. So it's a little food floating here. So the main difference is going to be this. This doesn't have any of the. So I have that in there. It has missing scripts. Okay, so there's something that it's missing. Well, I don't see any. Let's see scripts. Weird. Okay, so we will have to make that from scratch. Unity is awesome. I wish they merged with Iron Source sooner. Crosses fingers and keeps eyes on stream. Oh, is it using VRC Fury? Let's see. Azalea face tracking. Read me with the package. Okay, so that's what it is. There's some VRC Fury script that's missing. Okay. And this is hopefully what will get our shit onto the character. Yes, I understand. Add repository. Add it. Few frames at this time, just yeah. Anyway, how are my fellow X question mark Unity devs doing on day 2 of the apocalypse? Blind sale. Okay, so the script is there now. Okay. See, they have this whole face tracking scene. There's got to be something here that's missing. Let's try just re-importing one more time this package. Now that VRC Fury's here. No. Okay. I'm in the face tracking scene. But where are face tracking? Huh. Okay, here we go. This. You're viewing a prefab instance. Click here to edit VRC Fury on the base prefab. Still looking for that README file. I'm going to go back to this scene. Let's just client here. For the base tracking, question mark. Package. Did you send me the version directly from the Gumroad? It says I cannot find it. All right. So we have this here. No, I don't want to do that. I'll just try unpack completely. This feature will merge the given controller / menu / parameters into the avatar during the upload process. We want the FX face tracking and the eye track. Awesome. And currently it will add 170 bits. Ah. All this Unity routine everywhere have made me hungry. I'm gonna cook some food watching the Unity world burn. Well, enjoy the s'mores. Enjoy cooking those marshmallows on the flaming ashes of Unity. and I'll see you soon. So this scene should have had this package in it. That's what's missing. Now, the parameters we have are already awesome. This one has 82. Let's wait. Let's look at specifically the fantasy one. Fantasy parameters. That's the most important thing. Boom. Or those ones. 86. So it's going to add 170. So that is definitely um, exact. I can't add to this. So we need to take some stuff away. So let's open up my to-do list here. But now we're making progress. I can see how everything should be coming together here. So looking at Azalea, face tracking. First thing we need to do is we need to update, create, or no, not create new. We need to remove all unused um, meshes. Um, then we need to update animators and controllers. For the removals. And we also need to, and we're removing the DPS stuff. We're removing armor. Um, armor, clothing. One, two, four, six. That should be more than enough with all this stuff removed here. Object toggle sword. So this one already has a sword. So whoa, whoa, no way. Why is it like that? Because you can reverse it and turn it. Oh, there's a lot of stuff for this sword. But thankfully, it looks like we can just drop in the sword. Okay. Drop in sword. Thankfully, because that would have been just a crazy amount of work otherwise. Um, yeah, that's a good design. That's a good design. Uh, sword. Oh, we're missing a mesh render here. That's sad. Okay. But not too bad. Just means that's where we'll add our sword. Okay. Then we need to add sword toggle. Toggle. I'll be ooh-wooing before the day is out. All right, so adding face tracking should be straightforward. Then what's the rest of the to-do list? And then a dress toggle and a sword toggle, and verify the hips are fixed. Okay. So, first step first, we go in and we remove all the meshes. Thankfully, we have already done that. So this perfect. We're going to override our FBX file in Azalea. So we're going to replace this one because that should allow us to update all the objects beneath it. I understood what this was. Okay. Let's get this path. Go here. Select everything. FBX. To here. We're going to say VRChat with mods. Only the selected objects. Fancy. All right, perfect. So that looks good. Let's see if anything's busted. Also open this. Search. I have to mute this really quick. DPS. Delete all these. Why name it? Okay. Anyway. So that should have expunged the character of any DPS related items. Turn this back on. I'm going to hide these other ones for now. We are on the face tracking. Awesome. So, check mark. All unused meshes removed. But let's get the dress material created. This one we will make. Might as well make in here. Yeah, I'll try to be consistent. So create. Which version are you using? 8 tune. Then we need to make folder for the textures. I'm gonna make a new one. Dress textures. Where are the textures? Gimme, gimme, gimme. Not in there. And not in here. So I must have saved them. They must have been a part of the FBX file, and I saved them outside of that. Yes. I'm so smart. Boom. Set this one. Just these three. Drop them here. Then we can make the dress. So there's 4 different materials for this. Start with just the dress for now, which I guess is the skirt. Bam. And put that right there. Awesome. Got a question for you. Hello, Pseudo. Welcome. How are you doing? Enjoying the chaos from Unity? But welcome. I know you're working on Unreal, but I was going to ask you about it. I'll ask away. I've been discussing with chat, and I have Twitter on the side, and I'm scrolling through. It was just post after post, people being upset. Been the subject of the day, Pseudo. Indeed, indeed. What is that? Top. Okay, just top. There we go. Bam. And top. There we go. All right, and now we can adjust all the visuals here. It's not much to do in the way of reflections, stuff like that. Shouldn't be wet. Be a little bit of smoothness, but not much. And I think I'll just want to turn on back faces. other than that, not much else to do. Right, let's look at this really quick. If I go into this layer, okay, there is some stuff for cloth, but I'm not going to use that. So. Yeah, did you have a specific question about it, Sudo? Well, just seems like a oh yeah, here we go. So Railgrade is a bad plan, and it's going to hurt the smaller devs the most. Though I still find myself wondering about how Nintendo, Blizzard, MiHoYo, and Disney lawyers' days are going. I'm sure the lawyers are sitting fat and happy, especially MiHoYo's lawyers. Um, yeah, I think that they are. It's a wonderful day for them. They're probably working overtime, $600 an hour or something. It absolutely does affect their revenue. Um, Not to mention, smaller devs, VR chats. My favorite Unity project is going to be hurt pretty severely by this if they're charging per download for a free game. Uh, yeah, I think I have a feeling the public outcry may not have been enough to change Unity's mind, but uh, getting shit on by a bunch of companies' lawyers should hopefully change their mind a little bit. VR chat is going to get boned really hard on this. It is. I feel really bad if it passes. I don't think. I think that the public outcry and the direction this is going. It seems to me that this won't go through. At least that's my hope. Um, okay, so it is in here. Gotcha. It's right here. And but dear God, yeah, it makes me disgusted to use Unity. Like the more I think about it, the more I sit on it. It's like, why am I not using Godot or some other open source is the way, the one and true way at this point. Just the amount of. Is anyone surprised that Unity did something like this? I don't think so. I think more it's the surprise is just with how blatant it is. You know, it's more of a surprise of like that they really just didn't think it through. Like they just thought people would roll over on this, but you know, they're accelerating the death of Unity. And it really seems to be dying this time. Meeting sounds good. And I would say perhaps deservedly so. Perfect. So I didn't rig with these bones. Right, because I use the mesh data, not automatic weight painting. Since you a meme. I mean, Unity is kind of getting to be the old hat tech, isn't it? It is. It is. And I think that there's a there's a lot to say about switching. Here, RPG Maker, we don't hate our game developers like Unity does. That's true. Then why do you keep calling me pipe bombs? We hate you in a different, more tangible way. That's funny. That's hilarious. RPG Maker is still around. Heck, that shit old. Yeah, you're talking about old hat. Yeah, RPG Maker is in a surprising amount of games. It's just like one of those systems that the hair looks untextured. Like people like, oh, I wanted to get into game design. And I keep finding these posts talking about RPG Maker. They don't realize the posts are 10 years old. you know, made my first few games in RPG Maker. Yeah, there should be a hair mat. Hmm. Why is it like this? All right, let's check the other file. Just drag in. They have the hair textured in here. It's also untextured. So is it just referencing something that doesn't exist here? Let's look at the prefab. In no, we just need to look at the body armature materials. Fluff Royal. Royal. So this one just didn't get updated. So there should be a fluff material. It's probably this one. Oh, you know what? I probably overwrote it, importing in my own version of the FBX file. Let's look at Azealia. Is that material? Actually, I have so few assets in here. I should be able to just search. Hmm. It's probably like this one. All right, let's go back to the other file. Back and forth, back and forth. Zip, zap. One. Where are you getting your fur, hair in? Gotcha. It's each dragon demo. I just need to figure out which One was on the fantasy one. Sorry for the sound. Let me turn that off really quick. Ugh, music's annoying. So there should be a hair for fantasy version. I just don't see the fucking Azalea fantasy version. Yeah. Show me what the hair was before. How do I figure that out? I have to rewrite the FBX file one more time. So we'll go to the assets one more time, which would be this one. And we only want to overwrite the fantasy FBX file, not the prefab, just the FBX file. So now it's not importing anything. Good. Nothing selected. And it should be in our this is the one we overwrote, right? Yeah, I can see the dress there. Uh, it doesn't want to update that. Annoying. It would have wanted to update because the prefab is here too. No, this is the face tracking one. Weird. I don't get that. I don't get that one bit. Fuck. Okay. Doesn't matter. There's got to be a fluff material. This one looks pretty close, right? It's got to be. Now this has to be because the lighting actually matches. That's what it is. Aha. Okay, so those are the right ones. Pretty sure about that. Pretty sure. Because they're in the demo Dragon 4 with the rest of the materials that we're using from. Are we using material from here? I'm glad I'm double checking everything. Yes, 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 yes. And yes. Okay, perfect. That should be good. That looks a lot better. Fluff looks really odd there. All right. uh, I, I don't mind. It's always hard perusing the work of someone else, trying to figure out how they made this connect to that. All right. Now we want to go to the main menu and the parameter menu, these two. I'm going to duplicate them and rename these to, I'd rather have it be at the very front. Boom, boom. I'm just gonna. All right, now they're right next to each other. Just to do that, get everything situated. Now the menu goes here, and the parameter reduce goes there. For our FX layer, we also want to duplicate this one. Fantasy FX. Let's see. Bam. And that should be all the menus, all the animators we need to update. Everything else will be added in the character when we upload. So, bada boom. And we can go ahead, make sure we're selecting the Chelsea animator. Chelsea, perfect. You can delete these ones. Real body. Just turning on off the game object. Body dynamics. What are you toggling? Um, yeah, we can leave those on. Everything else, good. Now let's look at the main menu. Go here. Trails, body emissions. Hurt hue, boba. Is that a submenu? No, just a puppet. Why am I looking at this one? I want this one. Okay. DPS, remove. Also delete this one. Done with the meetings. Heck yeah, for now at least. Those are good. They don't quite apply to this one. That's okay. Let's make sure these are off. Bam. That's good. So yeah, is anyone surprised Unity did something like this? Because I'm surprised that they made a move to make more money. I have no problem with them providing options to make more money. But what's difficult about this one is like if provide more tools, charge for that. Like they bought all those softwares that Jenga VFX uses, and they're like, "Oh, we'll provide them for free." It's like they should have charged for those if they wanted to make money, but charge for value, not just cuz, just cuz. Provide value, charge for that value. But so far they have not added any value, and I think that's a surprising aspect to me. It's like they want to make more money, fine, I get that, but if they are just doing it in a way that is purely to it's just so greedy, just so cutthroat. Um, and again, will most likely kill a few games if it goes through. Okay, so now we're sitting on 49 parameters plus 170 should be good. We're entering 210, 219. Wouldn't be surprised if Epic did it, but just doesn't surprise me with Unity. Yeah, they've gotten definitely more underhanded as time has gone on. But this is the definite. Um, or at least it's the death knell for the current leaders of Unity. So I don't think they survive. I don't think they survive this. It's either they go through it and no one uses Unity as a game engine anymore, or they get sued to hell, which I'm kind of hoping for that. I think Theo's leading the ship in the wrong direction personally. Oh, absolutely. Certainly, the leaders will not, in terms of being a part of the company. Okay, we reduced the menus. We've updated those. Removed the unnecessary pieces. And now we're going to add the sword. You don't have a lot of making up to do if they want to redeem themselves at this point. And I mean, I don't know about that. They don't have to redeem themselves to do anything. It's really a matter of utility because there are plenty of companies using Unity making gazillions, big oodles of bucks, and they have incentive to keep Unity around, at least for the time being. Uh, like Genshin, MiHoYo, tons of companies. Uh, and if they think Unity is going to betray them, they will take over Unity themselves, is my guess. Do everything they can to put a direct and very firm hand on the direction of Unity. Hello, Reku. Hello. Welcome. Good morning. And to remove that, the sword. Let's get the sword in here. Boop, boop. Connect work. Flame sword. Flame sword. This is a good one. Unity is they've certainly made themselves the laughing stock of the industry with this one. And okay, so we've installed the sword, and we want to take the prefab, drop it here, and they have the sword system there. I'll go ahead and open this up. Boom. We put the object in here. Good. Wait, did we? Oh, I did not apply it. Should have. Let's exit that. Remove the flame sword here. Go back into the prefab. Next thing we know, Microsoft announces they are purchasing Unity. I don't know what MiHoYo could do given the weirdness around laws for them, though Microsoft may do something about this. That would be, Microsoft has made some terrible decisions, and they're not necessarily the nicest of companies. But certainly they would run Unity better than this fucking the scammers that they currently have in there right now. I'm assuming it should be flipped around. This might be a bad assumption, but I'm just going to assume that and put it right there. And then also turn down the animation and stuff. I wouldn't say it's my pick for companies I would like to see take over Unity. There's a top company I could see buying Unity off the top of my head. I mean, I'd buy it. I see that. Equip and my body sword. Let's just move that out there. Yeah, that should be good. And if it's right there, then I was using it again. The container. I'm going to equip it to the hand here. Perfect. All right. Oh, those are particles. I was like, what the hell is that? Something like right there. That should mean that when I move this to the other hand, it looks good. And indeed it does. And then let's put it back on the body. There. And I feel like that's a decent position. All right. Then we can close this. Bam. And save. And exit. Okay, so now we have the sword on the character. And add sword toggle, question mark. I don't think we'll need that because everything's already in there. And then, but we do need a dress toggle. Let me double check. Oh, and I got your messages, Eraku. I like the avatar tune style. Fun. Try to leave that on red so I remember to take a look at it later. And so bam. All right, let's do a quick testorino of our character. Do tools, avatar 3, enable, and there's just one in the scene, so we should be good by just doing this. Something caused VRC Fury to build while playing mode is still initialized, and this may cause Unity to crash. No, stop. Exit. Okay. Still, VRC Fury is actually pretty good. Okay. If I turn this off, it doesn't have the option to turn it off. Okay, so instead of using Avatar 3. We'll just do exactly what they said. We'll drop in the gesture manager instead. Oh, it's still. Assuming that must be an effect of the face tracking. This does not toggle the fluff here. That's not going to do anything. So we can remove the clothing and accessories. Let's write that down. So we want to leave some of these in here, but the Altair, real body, fluff, and that's it. Okay. Face tracking's got all this stuff. Fun that I can test it here. A little awkward that it sets it up at the moment, but it'll work. All right, so when we go to the clothing, we can remove. Accessories we can remove. The body options, we will duplicate and do fantasy. Boom. Oh, let's see. But replace that one, and then in this one, you delete the ones that do not apply. Okay, that worked well. There are pigeons outside my window. You see them? They're just roosting on my window. That's so cute. I'm afraid to look at them too much. I'll send them away. They're kind of looking in, but I don't think they get it. Yeah, there's like 4 of them, 4 or 5 of them. That's so cute. Pigeons. So you can see their little heads right there. Wish I could zoom in even more, but that might be a little difficult. Hello, neighbor. Yeah. Oh, they're just chilling. They're either pigeons or doves. I love that. I love that doves are just white pigeons. Same level of intelligence going on behind the eyes, but they're just, they're just silly birds, but a different color. All right, the sword. Oh, we did not test the sword. I did not see any options for the sword. Why is the sword activated? We must grab it. That must be it. Ah. Oh. I don't get it. I'm assuming it is working, but that we'll have to get into VR to test that, which is a little sad. No, they're so cute. They're just chilling. Their little like tail feathers are like pushed against the window. They're like sitting there at a little head, and then just like poof, like all the feathers are puffed up. Funny. All right, so we are actually in a really good spot with the character. Let's go ahead and upload it to my account, and after lunch, we'll get back and test. So Zalia, Chelsea, private. Oh, interesting. Oh, this is handy. Okay, so I can just do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Might as well get the name in there. This is better. VR chat definitely upgraded the upload process. Upgraded in upload. Same. Capture. All right. Actually, before we do, let's double check our FBX settings because I did re-import the character. We want to make sure that there's no warnings on the body, like this. What's going on? Is the character ginormous? Is that just me? Pose, reset, sample, force. No, I should have checked the musculature. I still for the movements, the muscles, and settings. Nice, nice, awesome. So it looks like we are getting some clipping on the dress here. Let's write that down. Dress clipping. It's a pretty extreme angle, but most likely it will happen, especially when the leg pivots. That will most likely shear it again, like that. Boom. Hands look good though. That's awesome. Okie doke. Then, yeah, we're doing pretty good. Awesome. I was getting a little worried at the start of this, just understanding how to get the face tracking going, but now we seem to be good. Oh. Why do these ones look so different? My normals in here. And they look the same. All right, must be intentional. Yeah, they're just a different color. All right. Oh, but the cheek fluff is missing. Mm. Ah, interesting. Hmm. All right, well, that's a mystery for once we return from lunch. So let me write that down. Dresses clipping and the hair material assignment. Unless it's really meant to be that flat gray color. Just, I would be super surprised if that is the intent, but it could be. All right, y'all. It is noon for me, so it's time for me to go on lunch, get some food, get some rest, and I will be back. We're going to finish up our work on this dragon here, and then we should have enough time for my free item of the week. We'll probably work on that. I'm thinking a set of pixie wings. So look forward to that. Um, yeah, anyway, Era, Zoom, Pseudo, Areku, um, Arctic, and Snardum, Radcat, anyone else that's lurking out there, Snowy. Thank you all for coming by, hanging out with me this morning. Oh, Tree, thank you for coming by. It was good to see you. I hope you're all having an amazing start to your Wednesday. And again, I'll be back soon. Looking forward to hanging out with you, making more fun stuff. So see you then. Bye, everyone. Bye.